There was a time, not very long ago, when a single tool could decide whether a family ate or went hungry. No electricity, no engines, no safety nets, just hands, steel, and knowledge passed down in silence. Your great-grandfather didn't work a job. He worked the land, and every tool he owned had a story. Some of them built nations, some fed entire communities, and some disappeared so quietly. Most people today don't even know they existed. But here's the strange part. If you placed one of these tools in the hands of a modern person, they wouldn't know what to do with it. Today we're counting down 20 forgotten American farming tools that once shaped human survival, and the people who depended on them. Watch closely, because by the end of this video, you might realize something unsettling. We didn't just lose tools, we lost a way of life. Let's get started. Number 20. The scythe. Before machines roared across fields, there was only silence, and the soft whisper of steel slicing through grass. An old man named Elias would wake before sunrise, not because he had to, but because the land demanded it. He'd step into the field with his scythe, a long curved blade that caught the morning light like a crescent moon. No engine, no fuel, just rhythm. Swing, step, breathe. Swing, step, breathe. By noon, acres of grass would lie neatly behind him, as if the earth itself had bowed. This tool didn't just cut crops, it trained patience. One wrong swing, and you lost energy. One dull blade, and the day was wasted. Today, machines do in minutes what took Elias hours, but the machine never learned the land the way he did. Number 19. The sickle. If the scythe was power, the sickle was precision. A young girl named Mary used one every harvest season. She couldn't lift a scythe yet, but the sickle fit perfectly in her hand, curved like a claw, sharp like intention. She would crouch low, grasp a handful of wheat, and pull the blade gently toward her. Each cut was deliberate. Each bundle mattered, because every grain meant survival. Her hands would ache by evening. Her fingers would blister. But when the harvest was done, she could look at the field and know, I did that. Number 18. The horse-drawn plow. Before tractors, there was trust. A farmer named Joseph didn't control his plow. He worked with it. His horse, Razor, knew the field better than any map. Together they broke the soil, turning hard earth into something alive. The plow blade cut deep, exposing rich, dark layers beneath. Joseph didn't rush, because rushing meant uneven soil, and uneven soil meant poor harvest. Every line had to be straight, every turn intentional. Today, machines follow GPS. Back then, the animals followed instinct. Number 17. The manual seed drill. There was a time when planting seeds was a gamble. Scatter them by hand and hope something grows. But then came the seed drill, a quiet invention that changed everything. It was pushed slowly across the field, and the machine did something magical. It placed each seed at the perfect depth and perfect distance. No waste, no guessing. For the first time, farming became predictable, and predictability meant stability. Number 16. The hand-crank corn sheller. After harvest came the real work. Turn the crank, and something incredible happened. The kernels fell away, like rain from a storm. The cob came out clean, no knives, no tearing, just pure mechanical elegance. The faster he cranked, the louder it rattled, like music. By the end of the day, they had sacks full of grain, food for months. Number 15. The flail. Before machines separated grain, there was force, 2 sticks joined by a chain. That's all a flail was. But in the hands of a farmer, It became a tool of transformation. A man named Thomas would stand over harvested grain and strike it repeatedly, not wildly, but rhythmically. Each strike separated seed from stalk. Dust filled the air, sweat ran down his back, but slowly, grain began to gather. This wasn't just labor. It was endurance. Number 14. The grain cradle. The scythe cut, but the grain cradle organized. It had wooden fingers attached to the blade, catching the grain as it fell. A woman named Eliza used one every season. She didn't just harvest, she arranged. Each swing laid the grain neatly in rows, ready for collection, saving time, saving effort. It was efficiency, before the word even existed. Number 13. The hay fork. Loose hay is chaos, unless you control it. A young farmhand named Caleb learned that quickly, with a hay fork in hand. He lifted piles of dried grass into wagons. Each motion had to be balanced. Too much force, and it scattered. Too little, and it fell. By sunset, his arms burned, but the barn was full. And that meant one thing. The animals would eat through winter. Number 12, the pitchfork. Simple, sharp, unforgiving. The pitchfork was everywhere, moving hay, turning compost, cleaning stalls. A farmer named Grace used hers daily. It became an extension of her arm. She didn't think about it. She just worked, and somehow this simple tool kept the entire farm running. Number 11, the hand seeder. Before machines, there was the human hand. A farmer would walk across a field, casting seeds like a blessing. He didn't measure. He felt. Each throw was even. Each step calculated. Too many seeds, and they competed. Too few, and the land was wasted. This wasn't random. It was instinct refined over years. Number 10, the milk stool. Small, unassuming, but essential. A farmer named Hannah would sit on her stool every morning, beside her cow. The world was quiet. Just the sound of milk hitting the pail. Rhythmic, calm. This wasn't just a task. It was a relationship. The cow trusted her, and that trust fed the family. Number 9, the butter churn. Milk didn't stay milk forever. Churning. Up, down, up, down. At first nothing happened. Then slowly, the transformation began. Cream became butter. Liquid became solid. It felt like magic, but it wasn't. It was patience. Number 8, the cream separator. This tool felt like the future when it arrived. A hand-cranked machine that split milk into cream and skim. Turn the handle and watch as the two streams separated. Clean. Efficient. For the first time, nothing was wasted. Number 7, the hand pump well. Water didn't come from taps. It came from effort. A young boy named Noah would pump water every morning. Up, down, up, down. Each stroke pulled life from the earth. Cold, clear, necessary. Without it, nothing survived. Number 6, the post hole. Digger fences define land, and land defines survival. A man named Peter dug holes by hand, one after another, hard soil, blisters, sweat, but each post stood firm, and each fence protected everything inside it. Number 5, horse collar and harness. The horse wasn't just an animal, it was a partner. The collar and harness connected man to power. A farmer named Jack treated his horse with respect, because without it, nothing moved. Number 4, winnowing basket. Wind became a tool. A woman named Aisha would toss grain into the air, letting the breeze carry away the chaff. What fell back down was pure, clean, ready. Nature did the work. She just understood how to use it. Number 3, hand-crank mill grain isn't food until it becomes flour. A family would gather around the mill, turn the crank, and watch as grain transformed, slowly, deliberately. Every rotation meant survival. Number 2. Corn planter. Precision returned. A simple tool, placing seeds exactly where they needed to be. A farmer named Daniel trusted it, because planting right meant harvesting right. Number 1. Root cellar storage. No electricity, no refrigeration, just earth. A family would store their harvest underground, cool, dark, silent. Months later, the food remained, fresh enough to eat, strong enough to sustain. This wasn't storage, it was foresight. Look at these tools carefully, because they reveal something most people never notice. None of them required electricity. None of them depended on complex systems. And yet, they fed generations. Today we have machines that do everything faster, easier, louder. But if all of it disappeared tomorrow, how many people could survive with just these? That's the real question. Because maybe, just maybe, these weren't forgotten tools. They were forgotten skills. And the people who used them? They weren't primitive. They were prepared. So tell me, which one of these tools do you think you could use if you had to? Drop it in the comments. And if this opened your eyes even a little, hit subscribe